It's been a while.
It's been a while. Not as long.
No, not as long.
Yeah.
Maybe 2 months.
No, we did some in November. That was the last one.
Isn't that 2 months?
What's up?
We're in January. Isn't that 2 months?
No, because we did it towards the end of November. So it's about a month and a half.
Yeah, month and a half.
Stop. I'm the father. John. And you are?
I'm the son, Manny.
Okay, there you go.
And we welcome you back to Like Father Like Son, episode 13.
Ooh.
A little unlucky.
Ooh. Oh, I thought you wanted an encore. I wasn't sure.
Little unlucky number 13. But
Sarai.
I will say, though, 13 has been a good number for us, in our family, at least.
Yeah.
Your Grandpa Victor's favorite number was 13.
Yep.
And he was good.
Yep.
I know when I was on Clifford basketball, I was 13, and that was like the best season that I had. It was like my 8th grade year.
Yep.
Maybe 13 is an unlucky prize.
It's just in people's mind. It's not always.
Well, I don't know. But there's been a lot since from my last to now.
Yeah.
In a month and a half, there's been a lot that's happened. We did our Disney trip, which I believe we had talked about in our last one.
We did. We mentioned it.
We did do our Disney trip.
We'll get into it.
We'll get into it, and we'll try and do a little recap thing. There's probably going to be very minimal audio. I know there's one little thing that we did, little over-under challenge in that thing.
Oh, you're talking about the video we recorded down there. Yeah. That's right.
So yeah, there's probably going to be like a little recap video in the coming weeks. So yeah.
Look out for that.
And
now today is January the 6th, 2024. So Happy New Year in addition to
Happy New Year to everybody.
Feliz Año Nuevo. Those are the only languages we know.
That's it. So it's about it of what we know.
Yep. As we speak, as we're watching, in the background is the Baltimore Ravens against the Pittsburgh Steelers. They are currently
tied.
Yeah, tied at 7. Last game of the season. So that's like real time what we're doing right now. Yeah. Where you want to start, man?
Disney trip.
Start with the Disney trip? Yes.
So we went to Disneyland. We went to Disneyland for Christmas and the day after, and then we were also there for a couple days, just in LA area. We have driven down on Sunday.
Christmas Eve, yep.
And I know my ass in the car, I watched Gran Turismo.
Yes.
I will say it is a really, really well done film for it being a Sony film and for it being a video game type film.
Yep.
Very, very well done. The graphics are good. The storytelling was good.
Oops, sorry.
Are you
relax? Keep on. Storytelling was good. Don't mind me.
But yes, a lot of it was very well done. And for it being Sony, I'm not really used to Sony being the main producer in films. Yes, I know Spider-Man. Yes, I know Across the Spider-Verse, all these different things. I meant Sony was the main one. They didn't have like a Columbia Pictures also with them.
Yep.
Yeah. What did you think? Because I know I made you watch it.
Yeah. I thought it was a good film. Obviously, it's based on a true story.
Jan Mardenborough.
Giannis. Oh no.
No, Jan.
So based on a true story. So that's cool. It's always good when there's depictions, of a true story. But yeah, I mean, I agree with you. I thought it was done well. I know there was that phrase. What was the phrase that you had about stick to your lane?
Oh, pick a lane and commit.
Yeah, the way. So he saw it, like you said, on the way down, right? Yeah. And when we got to Southern California, I forgot when we started to talk about it, or you started talking.
I started mentioning it when we were there.
Yeah.
And I brought the commit, the pick a lane and commit.
Yeah, the pick a lane and commit.
Saying that.
Now you said it, and the way you said it to me, and introduced me to it. This is before I watched the movie.
That he had said it as a
I
first.
thought like he said it like 9,040. I thought like he was just like like one of those dolls. Hey, pick and come in, pick and come in. I thought that's all it was gonna say. I thought those were gonna be all his lines, right? So you played it up like a motherfucker. Because when I watched the film, I'm like, they said it once or twice, and that was it. I'm like, what the hell? Aside from that,
There's just a funny little bit
no,
that was
I mean
funny.
it was. Thank you for preparing me. I was anticipating more of them, but I would agree with you. I mean, the film overall was really good. It was great that it was again like depicted from a true story and all that. And I had never known that they did this whole kind of contest and
I didn't know that it was a
you know
GT Academy.
yeah. That was
GT
kind of
being
cool.
Gran Turismo,
Right.
and the I want to say the funny thing, the interesting part of it is that they had whole rigs set up. It was a legitimate academy, legitimate gamers and simulation racers who came out, or it was like the best of the best in the game. They came out, did the competition, they did all the things that people asked, and only one was a winner.
Yeah,
And then
that was interesting.
yeah, it was like the best from. It was the 10 best from all 7 countries.
Yeah,
I think it was like 2 being from the U.S., 1 being from the U.K.,
yeah.
1 from Australia. I think 2 from Asia. I lost count of numbers, but it was
Yeah.
like 2, 1, 2, or 3 people from each country or each continent.
There was like top 10 or 12, right? That went or
Top 10.
something. Top 10. Got it. Yep. Yeah, but it was interesting. And I thought it was a good movie and the end story and all that good stuff. So definitely, you know, it's worth watching. And
It is worth watching in the film.
what was it on Netflix?
Yeah, it was on
Netflix.
Netflix.
Yeah.
I don't know what else it's on, but I know it's on Netflix.
Yeah. So yeah, watch it if you get a chance. Pretty cool, man.
If you have a 6-hour drive to a place, you might want to watch it.
The movie was only like an hour and
It's
45, 2 hours. Was it
2
2 hours?
hours and
Yeah.
like a minute long.
So it's a regular movie. You don't need 6 hours of anything.
Just don't watch Justice League Snyder Cut.
um,
Don't do that.
I was gonna say something else to it. Oh, it motivated you so much that when
Yeah,
you
I
came
now
back
have Gran Turismo. I
on the
got Gran
PS5,
Turismo on the PS5, and now we're in search of a wheel because
yeah,
the little controller is not doing it for me.
he wants to be all up in air. He wants
Maybe
to what was it? Pick and commit.
pick a lane from
Pick a
it.
lane to commit.
I don't
Funny.
know.
Yeah.
Yes, our Disney trip. We had done our first day. We had gotten there. What was it around like 9?
Let's start with Christmas Eve. So long drive. I'm gonna set this one up. Yeah, you're gonna tap in. You're gonna see where you tap in. So we had a long drive, right? And so got to the hotel. But funny story, not that it has to do anything really with the trip. We went to the hotel that we normally go to, the Sheraton that's by Disneyland. Um, and got there, they didn't have the reservation. After just it was like 90 seconds, the homie was like hella cool. He's like, "You're at the other Sheraton down the block." So it was the first time for us staying. I forgot what the name of it, Sheraton Gateway or something. But anyways, we got there. It was already getting dark. It was whatever. I was hella hungry. I hadn't eaten all day. Got some
Wait, I'm
food.
gonna pause
Did
you there.
whatever.
The funnier thing was we got to the first hotel. We got a little dolly. What is
Yes.
it? A
Yeah,
dolly.
Dolly.
Me and my mom. We literally unpacked everything. Put everything,
Everything.
every bag, every pillow, every shoe, every hat. Just put it on the dolly, ready.
Snacks. Everything.
He comes out. We're at the other Sheraton, and I looked at him, and I almost said, we're just taking the dolly. We're just put the dolly in the,
Strap it.
just put it on top, strap it in because we're not moving."
Oh. put a rope on it, and have it go down for a mile with those little wheels. Ooh,
Yeah.
yeah, that was my bad. That was my bad.
But
Hey,
yeah, we unloaded everything, put it back in the car, and then we got to the other
and we
shelter.
got to the other Sharon. And so, uh, wifey, his mom, they, she was a little tired from the trip. Wasn't, wasn't up for trying to brave it down in downtown Disney. So, we did rest a little bit. I needed to rest a little bit. And then I forgot, maybe about 8 o'clock, we took off, just me and this guy, to
You
go
also
to
ate.
downtown Disney. What?
You ate before.
I know. And then we left about 8, is what I said.
Oh, it was around 9.
Maybe 9. It's really not details that need to be fought over, but all right.
No.
We left at night after we ate, and then we went down to downtown Disney.
Yes.
And we were, just obviously just looking in shops, doing all that stuff, right? And so we went all the way, walked down through many stores. We looked at things, World of Disney, did all that stuff, right?
Lego store.
Lego
The
store,
little
spent
pin
some
store near the
time,
monorail.
all of that stuff, yep. And so we were getting towards the end. And then we went into one of our favorite stores, right? The
Star Wars Outpost
yes,
in downtown Disney.
in downtown Disney. And we were perusing, we were looking at different items, things that were catching our attention. And now I'm gonna tap you in because I think you know where I went with all that stuff, right? Because that was the first night.
Yeah. So we were, what was it? We were in the Outpost,
Yeah.
and we'd gone in, and I had noticed one of the lightsabers. What lightsaber is it? Was it Kanan's?
Yeah, you were saying Kanan because it was a big one.
So we had noticed
Kanan
Kanan
Jarrus.
Jarrus's lightsaber, and his lightsaber is traditionally super big because of his fighting style. And then we compared it. Right behind it was Yoda's little lightsaber.
That was comedy.
So we compared it, this tiny thing and this big old stick.
And they've upgraded it because Yoda used to have like a regular saber, the first like FX Elite kind of saber.
Yeah.
So this one was like a little tiny. This was
This
really
was
like his
literally
hands.
a tiny one.
So cute.
And then we noticed this little guy on one of the boxes
What little guy?
in front of the lightsaber thing.
You mean the worker?
No, not the worker. For people who have watched The Rise of Skywalker, the last film in the Star Wars trilogy, you guys may remember a little guy, little creature named Babu Frik.
Babu Frik.
So if you guys don't realize it already, the little guy up in front, right there,
Oh,
that's
damn.
little Babu Frik. The minute we saw him, we both made eye contact. We were like, we got to get him.
We have to get this.
There's no question. We have to get Babu Frik.
Now, we may need to do close-up video later or pictures or whatever. So I want to, you got to operate it better. Please show them what was the first, how it looked when we first got in, though, because we got to get the lights and stuff going. You pop up. Okay, so you're getting a fraction of the scene. So imagine this. We'll do a closer shot picture, right, and include it. So we walk up on this. Notice the lights are on. He got his little goggles down and whatever and stuff. I started cracking up. I'm not sure what hit for him, for Manny on this, but I said to him, "Oh, this guy looks high as fuck," and it just from there it was just nonstop laughter. So Babu Frick with the goggles and the lights, man, I swear he like Snoop Little Cousin or something. He just smoked out in that moment as we walked in. But it isn't just this that makes this such a phenomenal little figurine here. Could you? I don't know where the buttons were for.
Stand him up real quick. Where are the batteries already?
Did they? Oh, that sucks. Balls. I have no idea what he's saying.
Hello, I'm Babu Frik.
Mary said, "I'm
Yeah,
Babu Frik."
I got. That's the comic. I love that one. Hey!
So that was the funny thing of what we noticed from Babu is that he wasn't just an action figure whose goggles came down and his eyes thrown. He actually made noises and moved around while he did things.
Yeah, that
So it's a
part just
little
clinched it.
animatronic type thing.
I just clinched it, but
It was hecka funny when we saw it in the beginning.
And yes,
We
before our first day at Disney,
we immediately asked the worker that was there. We're like, "Hey, I don't know if it's for sale or not, but
yeah,
do you guys have a Babu Frick that we can buy?" And he was like, "Yeah, we do." And we were like, "Oh shit,
and
we're finding Babu."
the first guy was like, he was trying to help us. He was like, he couldn't find it, so he asked his other coworker,
Mm-hmm.
and he was like, "Yeah, I'm sure we sold and this and this." It took a couple minutes, so we were freaking out, like, "Damn, do they not have it? Damn,
It was crazy.
can we somehow just take the one that's on
Yeah.
there?" But they found one for us. Babu Frick, hilarious. So that's why I had to pause you before we actually jumped into the first day of Disneyland because it was already off to a good note with Babu Frick. Yeah. So then we did go to
So,
Disneyland.
so day one of Disneyland, we were in the Disneyland park, and what did we do first?
Went to Toontown.
We did. So we went to
Toontown,
Toontown.
not Toonstown. Toontown.
So we went to Toontown first because the last time that we had gone,
Yes.
as a family, Toontown was under construction,
Oh yeah, that's right.
and they
Yeah.
shut it down for temporary, and they were making way for their new ride, the Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railroad.
Yes. Yep.
Yeah, so that was the first thing that we had wanted to see. Well, me mostly, I'd wanted to
Yeah.
see it, but I think everybody wanted to see it.
I didn't know about it like in depth like you guys,
Yeah.
but it sounded like you and mommy knew.
Yeah,
So,
we wanted to see it and to see what it was about. Like, what was the ride? This little thing. I will say though, it was a cute little ride.
it was cool.
It was an interesting ride.
Absolutely.
The beginning part of it was actually kind of funny, and then the whole ride itself was good.
Yeah. Yeah, I enjoyed it too. And yeah, like you pointed out, like I had forgotten that part about Toontown being under construction before. So yeah, so we did that. What else did we do? We did something else at Toontown.
We did Roger Rabbit's Wild Ride.
Oh, we just me and you, right? Oh yeah. So that was cool.
That was an interesting one.
On the way back there, is that when we took it? Yeah, we took that picture with the worker jumping into our.
Oh, on the way there, it was on the way there that
Yeah, Small World.
it was in front of It's a Small World, and Mom wanted to take a photo, so we were trying to take a photo, and then we asked one of the workers to take a photo, and then the coworker had jumped in on the side of the photo.
Yeah,
We didn't know if he got the photo or not, so
it was funny. The guy that would actually was taking the photo, he was kind of like getting mad at the
he
woman.
was
He
getting
was
mad
like,
at the
"Why
worker.
are you getting mad at the worker? She can come into our photo. Who
Like,
cares?"
what the heck? So it was a little interesting thing in the morning.
Yeah. So we did that. Yep. And
What did we do? We had gotten genie passes for Rise of the Resistance,
right.
and beforehand we had made our way towards what was it? New Orleans, New Orleans Square.
New Orleans Square. Yep.
We made our way towards there.
Yes.
We were gonna ride the Haunted Mansion.
No, remember? No. We had a.
No, we were gonna do Pirates.
Yeah, we had a lightning lane
We were
for.
gonna do Pirates of the
Yes.
Caribbean, but then they said that we couldn't because Mom had one of
Scooter.
the electric scooters.
Yep.
They said that they couldn't, or she couldn't bring it in. So we got a lightning lane for that, and then we kind of just waited for Rise to happen.
Yeah.
So we get to Rise.
Oh yeah.
Go through all the lines, whatnot.
Man.
Get on the little first part where it's the hologram and the debrief.
Yeah.
Oh, Batu isn't safe. Yada yada yada. Get past. Get to the shuttle. Get past the shuttle. Get taken by the Empire. Get in. Get to our lines, which they direct us to, the little Imperial guards.
Mm-hmm.
Prison cell opens. Put us in the thing. The little cutscene where it's General Hux and Kylo Ren trying to get the information out. That happens.
Yes.
And then we're in this cell for maybe about like 5 minutes.
Not that long. But like a minute
I said
and a
like
half.
5 minutes. About 5 minutes.
You see how he exaggerates? Damn Nicaraguenses.
You cannot talk. I got that from you. That's coming straight from your demon.
It is. I know.
So they come over the intercom and they say the ride broke down. So they have to take us off.
That was horrible. Like we are that far already in.
We were that far in. The only thing that we needed to happen was for the little rebels to cut out their hole, open the door, we get on the ride, and that's it.
For those that have never gone, he has just spoiled the whole ride for you. But, by now I hope everybody is gone.
It's been like 2 years. If you haven't gone, you've at least seen a video.
But yes, you are correct. That was
cut out,
that was literally where we were at.
And then like we get to the ride and then we get the little conveyor belt seat and whatnot, and then do the ride. They stopped us and they took us out of the cell, and then we had gone through. They gave us a little lightning pass thingy. The good thing about this one was that we had until 10 p.m. to redeem it.
Right, there wasn't a specific time.
So there wasn't like a specific time that we had to come back.
That was a good thing.
An hour time frame that we had to come back and everything. So that was a good thing about it.
That was good.
We were able to ride a bunch of different rides and all these different things.
Yep. That was definitely good.
So we did end up doing a couple different rides. We did Haunted Mansion.
Yep.
Which is a good one because it was the Nightmare Before Christmas.
Right.
The Nightmare Before Christmas themed.
We were doing some videotaping.
We did do some videotaping
and some audio. Yes.
I don't know if you're gonna be able to hear us though. If I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah, I had the thing in my hand, so
yeah,
like this.
I had the thing clipped to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, you probably won't hear me, but
you probably
hear him more. That was loud.
Nah, this is true. Also, I get that.
So
yeah,
we did that, and then we would eat afterwards.
All those details don't come to me, but yeah, I mean, we just got our things going.
I did my little fun thing. I like to do in Frontierland as a little shootout.
Oh yeah, thing. Yeah, that's right.
That's there. I always loved doing that, so I did that for a little bit, and then I started a wave. There was literally nobody on the thing when I got there.
At the rifles?
Yeah, at the rifles. And then I look back maybe 2 minutes later, and every single rifle was taken.
Everybody was waiting for somebody
like, dang.
To break it in real quick. But no, that was funny.
I always loved doing the rifles. It's very, I wouldn't say soothing, because you're shooting a rifle. It's like it's a calming type thing.
Relax you. Yeah, so we did all that stuff. We started to go around. We obviously made it back to the Rise. We ended up getting towards the end of the night. We actually
rode the ride.
Yeah.
This time.
We did the Smuggler's Run. I think that's what we might have done around.
We did it after. Yeah, we did Smuggler's Run.
We did all that stuff.
Oh yeah. Shitty pilot. I wouldn't say shitty. It was a kid.
It was like a 3-4-year-old. Yeah. This guy wants like expert Chewbacca piloting.
He didn't touch it once.
I know his dad was trying to maneuver both things from both.
And record.
I know.
It was like,
dude, man, can you just can we switch up? Come on, man, give us a. We were engineers.
Yeah,
That
me and
was
him were
exciting.
engineers. My mom was a gunner. The engineer was so fun.
I bet no engineer has hit those buttons as fast or as hard as I have.
I don't think they hit him as quick as we did.
So
Literally, our section, like, so when you're doing it, it tracks you by section. Obviously, the pilots are doing a shit job. The gunners, they were okay.
less than stellar job.
They were doing okay. And then you had us, who literally, I just smacked the shit out of it. Who were literally doing the whole job perfectly the whole time. I don't think we missed a thing.
Oh no, I don't. Oh no, I don't think so.
we
I
didn't.
realized I had
We
the
didn't miss.
mic
We didn't
on
miss
the
a
other.
single thing.
Yeah.
Because we were doing it super quick.
Yeah. So it was fun.
It was funny.
What else? But what we did do that day.
Just not get a lightsaber this time.
It was tempting though. But yes. No, but what we did do that day was possibly, I'm not sure. We have to do some research. But I think we set a world record for waiting for what was that ride?
Oh, Astro. We're not gonna tell you how long we waited, because that's gonna be in the whole recap thing.
It just
But
wasn't.
holy shit!
It just wasn't the amount of time that they projected. Let's just say that they.
Let's just say when you're doing over unders at Disneyland, take the over.
Yes, that probably would be the safest and stuff like
Because
that.
oh my god, this was so long. Even the family behind us was complaining. They had a little kid, and the kid was all like, "Man, we should just get out of the line and go to another ride."
Yeah.
And he said it. I think on like the third time he said it, his mom.
Mom's was about to lay
Mom's
into it.
was about to sock him. It was either the mom or the brother. No, the brother. The brother repeated it afterwards.
Yeah.
But the mom was all like, "Do you want to? You're gonna get out of this line, just to get into another line.
To wait for that line,
and then you're gonna complain about that line,
and then you're gonna say,
and
"Let's
then
get
you're
out of
gonna
that
get
one."
that line, just get in another line."
So she was like, "So all we're gonna do is wait in line today if we follow you."
It was hecka funny.
It was hella funny. Yeah.
But eventually, we did get on the ride. Eventually,
Yeah, Astro
my
Blasters.
freaking blaster was broken.
And it had to be that your blaster was broken, and it was just like at that point, like, what the hell, man?
At this point, I just wanted to walk off the ride, just get out of the
pull some emergency
seat.
Hilarious.
Because on the ride, I was shooting the gun, and I could see me hit the targets.
Yeah.
Like, I know it's hard to tell at times.
No,
but like if you shoot it and then track your shot, you can see where your
Yeah.
laser ends up. So I'm sitting here hitting the target. Why the hell is it not counting?
Yeah.
I'm hitting it dead on. Like straight on. I see the little target thing light up.
Yeah.
Why the fuck isn't my blaster lighting up? Where's my points?
And I will attest, we have gone obviously before, and you know, we be doing pretty good at shooting and stuff.
I think you, what was it? You got like 70,000.
But it's not near what other stuff.
No, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
you got like 70,000, and I had like 7,000.
Yeah, you had some low ass amount. I was like, that's fake as hell.
But then the stupid thing was, on after the ride, they do the little photo.
Oh yeah,
thing.
that was even worse.
It tells you like player 1 had this, player 2 had this.
Yeah, it's supposed to be the recap.
It's like the recap, and it's supposed to be accurate. Why does player 1 have 16,000 and player 2 have nothing?
Yeah,
like full on a goose egg. This is stupid. So they broke it for just that little piece.
So Disney may need to invest,
Disney, Kathleen
on some
Kennedy,
maintenance.
Fix fucking Astro Blaster.
Well, she's not part of that.
She's
not in Star Wars. But yeah.
No, we're not talking about Star Wars.
Yeah, forget about Star Wars. So that was the first day. That was kind of in general. We did our normal star tours, all that kind of stuff.
I did Autotopia at the end too.
Oh yeah, that was that.
I almost killed him again.
Always, yeah.
I was doing really good in the beginning, and then there was a little piece where it was windy, and I just let the wheel go, and then it just bounces.
Yep.
Remember, I did it worse as a kid. The whole ride, I just pedal to the metal and just not touch the wheel,
That's fine.
and it was the whole ride going back and forth.
I remember. So that was the first day.
That was a big day one.
Then day 2.
Oh, we got like 20,000 steps that day too. Or was it like 22,000 steps?
Oh yeah, we
Damn.
had hella steps.
We had too many steps.
Yep. But day 2 came, and now we're going to California. Mind you, I'll start with this. I think we made the realization. There's not much stuff to do in California.
There's not much stuff to do
Right.
as us as a family. If we had more people and we'd gone with other people, maybe yes, we would have done a bunch of different things. Remember last year when we went to Cousins, we did do the Grizzly River Run. We did do Little Mermaid.
Well, but so the Grizzly River Run, remember, it was hella cold when we went. It was not that cold when you went before.
I thought it was so cool.
Nah.
We went in like November the last time. I thought
it was October. I thought it was for like Columbus Day, Indigenous Peoples Day. Is when I thought we had gone. The point was, it was colder this time, and there's no way I did not have. Man, I ain't trying to catch arthritis while I'm out there. My bones get hella cold and never get warmed up again. So yeah, we didn't do things like that. And you're right. I mean, it's not to say that there ain't things to do, but you know, you getting on Goofy's fly school 40 times in a row, that's for you.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be chilling, maybe possibly sleeping somewhere by that time.
Yeah, fly school, that's my ride.
But again, I mean, that's what happens. Obviously, yes,
Yeah.
I hear you when you get bigger groups. I just meant like, but even that, if you did that 40 times, that means you were still only on one ride, though.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And so I think there's less selection of things at California Adventure and stuff like that. Or maybe we've played it out. I don't know which one it is, but we did the regulars, right? So anyways, I think that was a realization that we had, and there wasn't as many things, to do. Definitely there weren't as many things to use the Genie Pass because we got it for that day too.
Yep.
So there was that. But
I don't care what people say.
Yep.
If you agree with me on it, cool. If you disagree, I will not listen to what you say.
You're dismissed.
The Web Slingers ride is one of the shittiest rides at DCA.
That
I will stand by that till the day it closes because of how bad the mechanics are.
I think you can actually get carpal tunnel just by being in that ride.
Literally, if you have not been on the ride, it's Midway Mania, but you're Spider-Man.
Yeah, so you're slinging webs.
Like, I will shit you not. You will go on Midway Mania first, go do Web Slingers. It's the same exact ride.
But you're slinging webs.
Yeah.
And you're going.
And you work as a team instead of against each other.
Yeah, that's true.
So, literally what it is, you're in this little cube. I shit you not. I forgot I was at Disneyland for a second. The first time we rode it, I thought we were in Universal for how many fucking screens are in this thing. You're in this little box. There's 4 of you guys, and you're literally doing like the Spider-Man hands and just flicking your wrist the whole time. That's all the ride is.
Yeah.
And you do like maybe 10 minutes of it.
Yep.
So you're sitting here in 10 minutes.
Yeah.
And I swear my forearm started cramping the first time we did it.
Well, needless to say, though, we didn't do it this time.
We didn't do it this time.
So, yes, it's trash.
We did do Midway, though.
Yes, we did do Midway.
I got the highest score in the cart.
That's always fun. That's always a fun ride.
Yeah, like
I enjoy that one.
8,000.
Yeah, that was definitely one I enjoy. First thing we shot out to, we went to the racers first, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
It was the first thing we shot out to. We did racers first.
Yeah.
We did single riders because holy shit,
Yeah, the line.
The line was atrocious. The line was backed up to flows.
And just imagine, you're not gonna need to imagine. You're gonna see the evidence of what we said, how people estimate line time. So when you see how that went for us the day before, and this one started with a 90-minute waiting time, we said, let's just go with some single racers right quick.
When we got on the ride, or we were going towards the ride, it said 65 minutes first.
Oh, that's what
We got off the
you're right,
ride,
you're right,
and I think it said 120 minutes.
it just jumped up dramatically, something like that.
But
yeah,
it was such a big thing.
Yep.
And everything. The funnier thing is, single riders, if you go as a group, you're thinking, oh, we're not going to be in the same thing. We're just going to fill in with people, all those different things, right?
Normally, yeah, that's
So
highly likely what happens.
it was mom, me, and dad. We're in the single riders line. They have mom go through. She goes through, and she's waiting for one of the other cars. Me and him, we both go through. We're in the line, start going through all these different things. We end up getting in the same car.
Yeah, they put us
we
in the
didn't.
same
We didn't
car.
think we were gonna get in the same car, but we ended up getting in the same car. So it was funny.
They're like lane 1, lane 2. Oh well,
Like,
all right
oh,
then.
sweet.
Yeah,
Lint.
so that was cool. And I forgot what we ended up doing after that. Maybe we ate.
Guardians.
What was that?
Guardians.
Did we go straight to Guardians? Anyways, we
went-
fit in Guardians.
We went towards Guardians,
Hmm.
and then we were waiting for the genie pass. No, I lied.
I think we did something else.
Sometime. Coaster?
No, that was after we. That
Oh,
was
yeah.
that was gonna be like around noon or
That was after
11.
Formal.
Yeah. So
So it was Guardians then.
it might have been.
We did Guardians. We did Racers, Guardians, Incredicoaster, Midway, and then the art thingy.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And but the Guardians was fun. Sorry. The Guardians. No, I was trying to picture if we were missing anything else. Guardians was fun. I thought.
I saw that one.
Getting lifted off the thing, that was cool. I shared with somebody our pictures. And they're like, "Why are you guys smiling? I was terrified or whatever." I'm like, I don't know, because it was fun.
Yeah.
So that was cool. We did those things, and then are we gonna add any other pictures from our stuff?
Oh yeah. Then.
Okay. So maybe we'll add a picture of this. Some of you may have already seen it. I thought what was really cool is how they did up, where was it? Kind of by like the Ferris wheel. It's now what, San Fransokyo?
Oh.
You look like you weren't on the same trip as me.
No. So I thought you were talking about the pier.
Right, but it's before we get there, before it goes down.
So,
but yes, but San Fransokyo.
Yes, just behind cars, right before when you get to Paradise.
It's where the food place,
it's where the little
eatery
food
was.
Court type thing.
Yeah,
the little Mexican restaurant.
Yeah.
And the Bodines and Ghirardelli and all those things.
Yep.
That's where it is. They had transformed that place. They had given it a theme, and it is now San Fransokyo from Big Hero 6.
Yep. I thought it was cool. I thought it was
a
nicely
cool
done.
little. Yeah. It was a cool little spot.
The bridge I thought it was a cool little addition.
I like the bridge.
Yeah. And I took film of took a little video of there's what you see in the day, and that already looks cool. Mm-hmm. The switch. And then at night when it's lit up and where it had that port of San Fransokyo, mm-hmm. I really like that. And so that adds even more to it, to the bridge, kind of the Golden Gate with a little Japanese feel to it, right? Mm-hmm. So yeah, so that was a that was a cool twist. I really liked it. Yeah,
very little interesting thing.
Yep. Yeah. So those were some things. I mean,
so After we did our little drawing thing.
What did we draw?
Grogu.
Grogu. That's right. We drew
We drew a little baby Yoda.
Grogu.
That was interesting. And then the artist that was there, she was telling us little fun facts about about Grogu and like all these different things. It was interesting how much they knew about Grogu. It was
Yeah.
like one of the artist cast workers.
Yeah.
Because in my head, I would think they wouldn't really know that much.
Yeah.
But they knew a lot.
They probably did it, to entertain or
Yeah.
connect with the
Oh,
audience.
here, I'll get to this part. So, by the time we finished with, was it Midway? I think it was Midway, maybe. Yeah, because we ate afterwards. By the time we were done eating, we had head over to the drawing thing to get in line for Grogu. It was about 3:30
I believe so.
when
Somewhere
we
around there.
started to head over.
Yeah.
Grogu wasn't being drawn till 6.
But
But inside of where Grogu is, it's a very air-conditioned place with a bunch of different couches. And there's a bunch of screens going through a bunch of like old films, whatnot, newer films. All this
that wasn't my butt, but yes, go for it. Go on.
What?
My butt was, they said that, the time was 6:00.
Oh,
But the guy told us to get there.
he said to get there at like 5:30
Yes.
because he's such a popular character.
Correct.
And
There you go.
people try and draw him all the time.
Yep.
So they said to get there at 5:30.
There you
So we got there at 3:30, and we waited for the next 2 hours,
go.
just sitting down and just resting, waiting for everything, and waiting for him to get drawn, or waiting to draw him and everything.
Yep.
So we waited all that time.
Yeah.
Going
in and out of
you going
sleep.
in and out of sleep.
I was like on a
He
couch.
started snoring, and I had to wake him up.
It's all right
'Cause
though,
he
because there's
was
a lot of
snoring.
music going on and stuff.
No.
Nobody heard.
No. He was snoring heck loud. So I had to get him up. Yeah, that was it. That was a good thing. And then afterwards, we were done. We headed back through San Fransokyo to get the nighttime views of everything. That was a good thing. And then I made a purchase. I kind of would call it an impulse purchase. So I bought this thing.
It is a thing. Oh yeah, you can get it now. Do you need help?
No.
Do you need help? Are you sure?
Got it.
Okay.
Pretty big thing.
What in God's name is this?
So I bought a s'more Baymax type thing because Disney had released this line called Little Munchlings. And what it is a bunch of different food items.
Oh dear God, look at how big that is.
Yeah, if you're trying to estimate, for people who know me, know how tall I am.
That's half his size.
This is me sitting down, and this is basically taller than me. And it's pretty big.
It is pretty big.
So,
yeah. So we were like, there was, hopefully, I don't know if you can bring it or just take a picture later on of the Dr. Facilier.
I'll do a photo.
Yeah.
I don't want to go get it.
So I agreed. There was a really cool wood.
It was a little figurine of Dr. Facilier from The Princess and the Frog. For people who don't know him as Dr. Facilier, it's the Shadow Man.
Yep.
Big old, tall, black guy. In the top hat.
And that's been a character
for me,
that
that's
you've
been
liked.
one of my favorite characters in Disney villains.
Yep.
So I've always loved that.
Yep.
And what it is, I'm gonna do my best to describe it. I don't throw an image up. What it is, it's him, and how in the beginning of the film he has this little like secret lair and down an alley room, whatnot, and it's him opening the door with his staff and he has his little shadow on the door, and there's the little flames up top. It's really interesting. It's really cool. It also lights up too, so that's the good thing about it too.
Yeah. So we had seen that, and I was like, all right. I was like, that was a pretty cool thing. So I was like, yeah, Merry Christmas. It's a nice little thing. So I got that for him.
Mhm.
And so when we got to this darn humongous Godzilla looking
So the funny thing
munchkin,
is that we had seen it in the beginning of the day, but I didn't get it as soon as then, and then we were going back to the end of the day, and then I was like, I'm gonna do it, screw it. So I got it, and I pulled one off the rack. There was two sections where there was three of the plushies, and like it was 1, 2, 3 going up, and so I pull one off the rack, and then I go to get it, and then the lady that was there was all like, "Do you want this one, the one that I pulled off the rack, or do you want one out of a box?" And I was like, "There's one in a box. I could get a brand new one." So I was like,
she was looking out.
"Let me get the one in the box.
She was doing the Disney
let,
thing.
me, let me get the brand new one." So this is the one that was in the box.
Yeah.
Then
Never touched, never seen, never smelt, never interacted with any other oxygen until
until
until you took it
I
out.
opened it back when we were here. So
So
that
that was
was one
cool.
of the big purchases that we got.
Yep.
I'll let you do zoo lights.
Well, we ain't gonna go to zoo lights. I mean, real quick. I know we've been going on a while for our Disney trip. We did a lot, so that was cool. What was your
Stay.
like 2 or 3 kind of memorable moments?
I would say
We don't have to explain them all. Just
seeing being on the train and seeing the fireworks from the train.
the around Disneyland.
Mhm.
Yeah. That was cool.
That was a very cool thing. And then
Anything else?
obviously
Sorry, my bad.
little Babu Frik.
Oh yeah, that was fun.
That was a funny one.
Yeah. Those are cool. For me, I'd say I hadn't before ridden the Incredicoaster, so good call on that one. We rode that. That was fun. I enjoyed that one. So it was my first time on that one. And I'd say, as well, like I kind of already mentioned it, and you'll see the photos or some of that, but really like the way they did up with the San Fransokyo. I really liked it. You know, um, it kind of makes me want to watch Big Hero 6 again. uh, but yeah, I mean, the point is though that like I think they did a good job, around there. That definitely looked cool. Um, so yeah, those are kind of my takeaways. You may have heard him already say it. So what we did too. So we were there the 25th. We were there the 26th. Our plan was actually to head back on the 27th, the Wednesday. But then I think you had mentioned it to mommy or shown it or something like that. I forgot how it came about, but the Los Angeles Zoo lights.
That was all mom.
Was it all her? Okay,
I suggested Universal.
gotcha. So there was this thing, Los Angeles Zoo lights. Folks may know around here, Oakland has a zoo lights as well. So I'm assuming it's a little bit similar. Uh, and so we went to the one. We just happened to make it a thing to go to the one down there. I liked it. There was a lot of cool lights, a lot of cool displays. As you can imagine, it's a night theme thing, or it happens at night, but it had different themes. And it just was a cool kind of display of all kinds of different lights, arches you walk through. Their lights, specific animals or other kind of scenes or whatever, right?
Mm-hmm.
I know you took a shitload of pictures and video and all that kind of stuff, so maybe some of that'll be in our episode. But it was cool. I just thought it was a overall cool kind of little thing. It wasn't too far from where we were staying. Actually, no, sorry. We actually left from Anaheim, and then on that Wednesday night, we found a place that wasn't too far from the
Zoo.
the zoo lights. Yeah, and so we were able, we just a quick ride there and back. But yeah, overall that was cool.
It was a very interesting little thing. Uh, they shut down. Obviously, they shut down all of the zoo, but then they set up lights in various parts of the zoo. So it was like a little walkway, and then you loop around, and you're back where you started, basically.
Yep.
There's some of them moved, some of them didn't. Some of them were just interesting in itself.
Mm-hmm.
So that was a good thing.
Yep. Cool way to cap things off, man.
Yeah. Enough of SoCal.
Enough of
Back to the
SoCal.
Bay
So we're back
Area.
to the Bay. Yes, sir. Where do we start?
Well, we had news today. We didn't know about this heading into the podcast.
Yeah. Well, we
Or
did.
heading into the episode. Brand new news today. Today.
Announced.
I don't know how many seconds I'm gonna say today.
Ahora. How you like that one?
It was announced that Draymond Green is now being reinstated and coming back to the NBA after a 12-game away.
Suspension.
Being away for 12 games. Well, suspended indefinitely.
Yeah.
But to fix his actions, and it being now 12 games, and he's coming back. I don't know if it's today or tomorrow.
He's reinstated today. I don't know if they have a game today. I know they had one last night, so they might not have one today. I think tomorrow they have a game, to tell you the truth. But yes, like you said, it was breaking news earlier that he has been reinstated.
Tomorrow.
Yeah, so he's been reinstated. Honestly, don't know how to feel. I mean, I know he's well. So the Dubs won last night. Yay, Dubs. Kuminga played about 30 minutes. Yeah, 36. Okay.
So team high 36.
Which was good because they end up winning. However, earlier this week, we were part of one of those highlight reel games when Jokic banked a 3-pointer from half court to beat us at the end of the game. Great shot. I gave it to him. Nothing negative against the Nuggets in this. The Dubs look like shit, and they look like shit in the last 6 or so minutes. They actually had, I believe, an 18-point lead. We lost, I think, if I'm not mistaken, something like they went on a 25-4 run.
20-6, I think.
Okay. There was a big discrepancy. I recall. Oh no, yeah, something had to do with a 4. I remember, like, with 6 minutes, I think we had 123, and we ended up with 127. So in 6 minutes, we only scored 4 points. Horrible. That was also the afterwards when Kerr was being asked what happened to Jonathan Kuminga, because he was balling earlier through the third quarter, midway through the third. He was scoring points. He got, what's his name? What's their light-skinned, their point guard
Davis?
dude? No, the Nuggets. The Nuggets guy.
Oh, Murray?
Murray, there you go. Yeah. He had gotten him in foul trouble because he was trying to guard Kuminga. He couldn't handle. Like, he was doing good, and then for the last 18 minutes or so, 60 minutes or something, Kerr doesn't put him in. And he wants to say that, and he said in the post-game show or whatever, the recap, that he kept Wiggins in because they were doing good. You're watching an 18-point lead diminish. How are they doing good if more and more and more of those points are going away? I don't know how that is considered doing good. Lose 6 points, get your ass out, or make some rotations, put in Kuminga, let's see what we can do, right? So anyways, that was, again, they won last night, which is great. But that earlier game, like they had the Nuggets clear the rights again, 6 minutes left, and they end up losing. That was fucking shitty as hell. I hope Draymond brings positive stuff to the team. I really hope he can just, be able to put the bullshit off to the side and stop tripping on himself, and it's all about him. And hopefully he can watch film of himself in his first couple of years when he was more humble and it was about really like again strength in numbers and all those kinds of things, when it was all really about basketball and the team, not about him and what he won't do or what he won't let the league let him tell him to do. Come on, man, get over your fucking self, man. Anyways, he's back. Hope it helps. Right now we're 17-8, pretty record. So hopefully it'll be a shot in the arm, and that'll be a good thing. Do you have any thoughts on Draymond? Do you want to punch him?
No.
Why not, man?
I'm gonna get punched back. And I'm gonna want him to get traded to a shit team. You know who's not 17-18? Currently,
who's not 17?
12-4.
Impossible, but okay. Oh, we're shifting gears?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were still talking NBA. You were too slick for me. I didn't catch that one. Who is 12-4?
Not the Eagles. Eagles are 11-5. I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're 11-5. They're 1-4 in the last 5 games.
They are. Damn. Cry, Eagles, cry.
They're 9-1 in their first. No, they were 10-1 in their first 11 games.
They were 10-1, and at 10-1 they faced another team. So they went in 10-1. They didn't leave 10-1. You know who that team was?
The Lions?
No.
The Niners?
The Niners.
Oh.
And ever since then, what has their record been?
11-5.
Or
no, 1-4.
1-4. Damn. Sorry, y'all. We didn't mean to mess you guys up in the head like that. We all just like stop
knowing how to play.
Stop knowing how to play. Damn, dude. We were just trying to have a good game with y'all. That's it. Oh well. So the Niners are 12-4. Yes. We did have a bad showing on Christmas Day while we were at Disneyland, for the record, against the Ravens, who also, just like us, clinched the number 1 seed in our respective conferences. So we get a bye week, so that's great. That helps us. We got folks, if we can rest a little bit. CMC, for example. I know Purdy is going to be out this last game, but he has another week. We all got another week. Basically, some of these players are going to be resting for almost 3 weeks. Hope they don't get too rusty. That's the one thing. But again, Niners number 1 seeds, number 1 seed. Ravens number 1 seed. That's going to be a good. It seems like it's going like there might be a rematch in the Super Bowl, right? We'll see how it goes. Anything can happen, but that'll be a good test. I don't think that there was some things that the Niners could have cleaned up, did better. Some things were unfortunate. The way I look at it is this. They whooped our butt at home. It will happen. Meaning the Ravens on Christmas, they had 5 turnovers. I think the score could have been worse. A lot of those turnovers happened where the Ravens ended up on our side of the field, so they had a short field. And even then, our defense stepped up in, I think, a couple of, 2 or 3 times where we forced them into a field goal rather than allowing them to score touchdowns. So again, it could have been worse. And that shows me that, our guys still, it's not like we're not in the same league with them. If it's a rematch, it'll be a good rematch. So we're looking forward to it, but this is the last week of regular season, and then the playoff starts. So we'll see how that one goes. By the way, we started this, episode. Now the Steelers have won 17-7 against the Ravens. Doesn't I think the Steelers have to wait for some other people to lose in order to get in. The game about to start is Houston Texans against the Indianapolis Colts.
With C.J. Stroud coming back off a concussion protocol.
Yep. And the winner of this game goes to the playoffs because they win their division. So you win, you're in. We'll see how that one plays out. So Niners.
Yep.
Go Niners. Just some last couple things to say. It hasn't gotten a lot of attention, and I don't know why. If it's people hating on us, mind you, I watch. I've been recording and
Undisputed, First
watching
Take.
Undisputed regularly. That's the one with Skip Bayless, and he has Michael Irvin as one of his guests consistently. They fucking cannot talk about anything but the fucking Cowboys. I get it. They love them, whatever stuff. And then there's other shit where I'm like, dude, but, at least be a little bit, wanting to talk about all kinds of other stuff, right?
At least be some sort of news analyst.
So, and this also, like you said, I also First Take with Stephen A. Smith. I'll be watching it, all that stuff. Something that did not get any attention after last week's game was that the 49ers became the 6th team ever in NFL history, in the entire history of the NFL, to have 4 players surpass 1,000 yards from scrimmage.
Oh, I saw that.
Kittle, McCaffrey, Ayuk, Samuel. They all have at least 1,000 yards from scrimmage. The 6th time in NFL history. That's kind of notable. It's like only 5 other teams have done this, right? There's a couple, I think, this year as well that might do it. I think the Lions is one of them. I can't remember who else. So there may be a like a 7th and 8th team or something like that as well. But man, that shit got no love. So it's getting love right now. Then the other thing very notable would be, and this one, I think this one did get a little bit more attention, and that was, Mr. Irrelevant became the leading passer in 49er history.
I saw that one.
He now is number 1 on the passing charts. He surpassed Steve Young. He surpassed Jeff Garcia, who was on top. So he is now the number 1. And this is coming from Mr. Irrelevant to many, right? And still they hate a lot on him. And, it's like he hasn't proven anything. He hasn't had much time to prove anything. I think there's other players, to be honest. Like last year, he played half a year, right? Those 6 games and going into the playoffs. In some eyes, like for me, I feel like, damn, he's more still on the rookie side. Like this was literally his first full season, and look what he did, right? So he's only been in the league really a season and a half, and look what he did in his first full season. He surpassed franchise record and stuff. So I don't know.
Secured a 1 seed.
Secured the 1 seed, did all that stuff. Again, has had bad games like all quarterbacks have had, but bounced back well. And he still has, well, I think, good command of the offense. So there's that. And then the 9. There were 9. Last thing I'd end would be the 9 Super Bowl. Pro Bowl.
Jaguars need to lose.
Yeah.
Bills need to lose
in order for the Steelers to go in.
But
But there was 9 Pro Bowlers that that were named from the 49ers. So that was the other thing. But yeah, enough of the Niners. Anything on anything exciting in the world of COD?
A different red team. We're doing shit right now. Currently 1-3, as the Thieves are. And a lot of it is just chemistry. There's a lot of pieces where certain gunfights shouldn't be taken, certain rotations should have been made sooner, should have been made later, should have been made earlier. A lot of it is still the players getting to know one another. Afro coming from from a very EU heavy team where it was him, Vance, and Cammy. So Afro and Cammy are the only ones that have been who weren't who are the only teammates who came from a different team to another team. So us. Joe coming from a team where they did have a veteran leader that was not being a veteran leader in our cities. Joe's now trying to figure out how he establishes himself. Which right now I think Joe's been doing a great job. He's been frying at times. He's been going off at times. He's been doing what he needs to do.
Mhm.
Now it's more just about Afro as a sub duo actually picking up where Afro is. Because Afro, when he was on London in Major 3 of the Vanguard year, was something else. He was actually doing really well. He was getting his shots. He was getting his gunfights. He was making plays,
Mhm.
all these different things. That's the type of Afro that we need in order for us to make a run for champs. Yes, I know it's early. Yes, I know it's all these different things. And I know champs is so well a ways away. But the way that we're playing right now, I don't see us making champs. Ghosty is fucking Ghosty. He was the main leader. I wouldn't say the main leader, but he was a big factor on Optic, which helped them get to where they went back to back undefeated qualifiers. So that piece of it, it's Ghosty still being the same Ghosty from Optic, which he is, and I think more of it is still trying to figure out the game.
Mhm. Just how they gel.
Yeah, like Vanguard was super good for how the Thieves played. Like that was that. If we didn't win in Vanguard, that would have been more of a flop.
Mm.
MW2, it was more of we figured out the game, but then other people figure out how to beat us in our own game.
Mm-hmm.
So now it was just more of getting to where we can know how the game will work, how to work around that.
Yeah.
But I would say just right now, a lot of it is the team chemistry that needs to be built and for the players to gel with one another.
Yeah.
Like, yes, they're gelling really well and everything. It's a really good squad right now. But I wouldn't be surprised if we drop Afro or drop Cam to pick up someone else.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Maybe they should all go to Disneyland together. Try to gel outside.
I don't know who's not picked up right now, but I wouldn't be surprised if we picked up a Challengers player. I wouldn't be surprised if we picked up like Beans, who was on Boston, who had a stellar year.
Mm-hmm.
I'm actually mad we didn't get Capsule, kind of, because Capsule was going off. But yeah, there's been a lot of noise around the league. And granted, I get it's the first major, but us being 1-3 and being known as being one of the top teams,
right,
is kind of scary.
Now, but like you said, or we've been talking about it last year and going into this year and all that stuff. A lot of people making moves or moving around. Do you think it's more so because other teams have improved and now, like I know one of your favorite players, right? Like he went over, was it to Optic or something? Kenny, right?
I don't think it's more of the teams getting better. It's the players who they pick up,
Which would improve their teams.
well,
That's what
yeah.
I'm saying. I mean, I'm kind of going to that, right?
Yeah. So then, yeah, it's more the teams getting more of the powerhouse players.
Right, and that
because I know
they've shifted.
Yeah, I know. Like FaZe and Optic were the ones that made phenomenal pickups. The subliners did good pickups too. The FaZe dropped Slasher from this past year. Then they picked up Draza from us. And I know Draws is gonna be one lights out AR player, and he's been doing that all this year. And then Optic dropping both Hook and Ghosty, picking up an AR and and Kenny, and then for Shasti sub duo being Pred. That's literally a rookie of the year.
Mm-hmm.
I think that is 2 different rookie of the years and an MVP right there.
Yeah, and I guess that's where I'm going with too. Like, if I remember correctly, I know you know the names better, so pardon me if I don't get it right. You talked about, was it Draza, right?
Mhm.
He was on your team, so he was on your team last year,
Mhm.
was part of the championship team. He's no longer at the team.
Mhm.
Kenny, part of the championship team on there last year. He's no longer on.
Mhm.
There was this guy, I forget his name. There was the one that retired, wasn't there?
Okay.
He was right on the team. Part of the championship, was with you guys last year, and he's not there. And who was the fourth guy on your team?
Envoy.
Where's he at?
He's at Toronto.
So he made a switch too,
Yep.
right? So literally, you're talking about your team, the Thieves, completely revamped.
Yep.
There's
We
no,
completely blew up.
and so I mean, there's got to be some transition. I mean, I think anywhere when there's changes, right? There's gonna be the
It's
transition.
gonna be that
time,
transition year.
right? And so even like what you say, right? Like you said that you guys have been a powerhouse, and you went 1-3 in this last major, but if you look at it, it's all new people. And some of them may be great and good individually, and we're great as part of other teams, right? I personally, the realistic thing is that you don't have any single person from the last 2 years, so you're not the same powerhouse other than the name. I get that part, and I know the guy, right? He's gonna want, the owner is gonna want to get good players and definitely have success. So from that perspective, I get it. It's kind of like, to be honest, how I'm seeing the Lakers right now, or even the Warriors, right? Like, we're going through this, and there's new players now in the fold, and it's not because we don't have successful franchises, but it's that transition time. So yeah,
and with COD being such a fast-paced
yeah,
type season,
yeah,
that's more of why I say I wouldn't be surprised if after
sure,
the first major we make a roster change.
sure,
If it is in
sure.
Afro, dropping Afro and moving him to the bench. If it is moving Cammy to the bench, I wouldn't be surprised if that happens.
Mm-hmm.
But I know for sure we're definitely keeping Ghosty in the starting spot. Like, that's not going to change.
Sure.
We're definitely keeping Joe in the starting spot. That's not going to change, because those two, at least those two alone, those two are ones that I would be heavily surprised if we were to bench one of them.
Yeah,
They've
been performing.
Like, those two, it's like
it's like your Curry
championship Curry and Clay.
Yeah,
like two people who can mesh really well together.
Yeah.
They know how to get their shit done. They know where to go. They know to rotate. They know how to come.
Yeah.
And it's just more of finding the two other players that can be
that can complete the team. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah.
That's why, like, for me, I wouldn't be surprised if we pick up a Challengers player in Beans.
Yeah.
Beans had a hell of a year last year.
Mm.
I wouldn't be surprised if we pick up a different Challengers player in, like, TJ Halley. We used to have him, but last year we dropped him early on. Last year we picked him up or not last year. Last year Boston had picked him up and he was great.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't be surprised if we go and pick up Temp again, because Temp had a hell of a year last year.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't be surprised if we go and get a Challengers player to come up,
just
and
make some moves,
help everybody out.
Yeah. And remind me, is it 5 majors before it goes to championship?
It's 4 this year. Then we're back to the 4.
Oh, so it's 4, and then the championship. Got it.
That's why I'm praying, if we stick with this roster, that we get hot near Major 4.
Yeah.
If we're able to pull out, if we're able to pull out and start going and start making the push for champs now, so we can already lock in by, like, Major 3 or, like, a qualifying game in Major 4, go into champs and hopefully win a major and have all that good seeding going into champs. I feel like if we get hot around Major 4, how we did Vanguard year, then that would be just phenomenal.
What sounds like, again, like you said, hopefully it's because there's one less major, meaning there's less time
Yeah.
to qualify or to seed and do all that stuff. That they hopefully do make a change quicker than later.
Mhm.
That would be probably a good step for them.
We do have a long year.
Yep.
We're getting by.
Yep.
We're getting there.
Yep, yep, yep. Well, again, hopefully.
Hopefully.
And they haven't announced we're champs already. All right.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See how it goes. Are we on to the last thing?
Yep. Little fun facts for you guys.
Little fun facts. Earlier this week, I had come across Instagram or come across my feed. I shared it with folks. But there was this
You
one.
reposted on your story.
There you go. So again, it was a post. I reposted it about the healthiest burger joints. And it named In-N-Out as the second healthiest burger spot.
What's the first?
I'm gonna read off real quick first.
Anyway, from 10 to 1.
No, from 1 to 10. Starting with the best, Whataburger. Yeah.
That's interesting.
Yeah, exactly. And specifically, they named the Whataburger with cheese. I can't remember if I've had a Whataburger. I think I may have.
Whataburger is a Texas burger.
Oh no, I'm
You're
thinking
of Shake Shack.
No, I'm thinking of another one, but it isn't. But you're right, it isn't that. So, anyways, that was number 1 at a rating of 8.4. Huh, it was interesting.
That's not bad.
In-N-Out Burger, their cheeseburger, 8.2.
Was it just a regular cheeseburger or like a double?
They don't name it as double or anything. They just say cheeseburger. So maybe that's where it's also.
Mhm.
Then there's this other place called Checkers Rallies, and that was number 3.
Never heard.
Yeah, I don't think they're local to here. Next, number 4 is Culver's, and that's their butter booger or butter buger. Literally, that's.
Oh.
And
Never
they were at a
heard
5.7. Mind you, this has now gone down.
Yeah.
This next one, number 5, I'm like stumping my head because we'll talk about it as we go through it. Number 5 on the list is Del Taco. Their Del cheeseburger came in
Del
the
Taco
5th
has
spot.
cheeseburgers?
Apparently, I thought they were just a taco joint.
Del Taco was just tacos.
Number 6, the Dairy Queen original cheeseburger.
No, DQ.
DQ. 7, Carl's Jr. or / Hardee's.
That kind of surprises me.
They're small.
I would think it'd be lower.
Number 8, McDonald's cheeseburger.
Not bad.
This is the surprising one. Number 9,
Seeing it.
Five Guys.
Hey, healthy.
It's the 9th.
It's
Healthy. Do you want to know what their rating is? Their rating is 4.8.
I was gonna say.
In-N-Out is 8.2.
I was gonna say it's low.
That one surprised me. I thought
they use a lot of peanut oil.
Maybe that's what it is. That really surprised me.
Number 10.
Wendy's is number 10. Their junior cheeseburger.
Damn, Burger King isn't on there.
Burger King didn't even make it anywhere near, and
What
they're the broiled or whatever charbroiled burgers.
They're the
Yeah. In-N-Out. We might have to eat more In-N-Out,
might have to.
but not their fries because that sucks
no.
ass. You like their animal fries though, don't you?
The animal fries are good. Yeah.
What's the animal fries? Just their
It's
secret sauce.
Sauce, grilled onion, and cheese.
Oh, got it. Okay, just a little bit more. I thought it was just their secret sauce, but that's cool. Yeah, their fucking fries suck ass.
It's terrible.
Sorry, In-N-Out.
If people
we'll never have a sponsorship from you guys.
If y'all like the fries, you guys have to tell me how. Cause holy,
Man, there's not enough potato in them for me. That's why I definitely dig
Five Guys.
Five Guys fries. Are good when they cook them all the way.
Yeah.
When they don't, it's kind of like, but
It's very
I'd still choose
cold.
those over In-N-Out
It's very
fries.
cold.
Yes. All right. So, want to share that list? Interesting list.
Yep.
Probably in that honor. Maybe tomorrow we'll go to In-N-Out.
Or even today.
Not today, but probably tomorrow.
Yeah.
So that's a wrap. I feel like, right? Unless you got anything
It's a
else
wrap.
on the way out to say.
Nope.
We went a little bit long. Thank you guys.
We did go a little bit long.
Yeah, we had a lot off that Disney trip.
It was a good one in a while. We haven't
Yeah.
had a long one in a while.
Yep.
But with that, we say make sure if you like the episode, subscribe for more. Hit that little bell notification.
Ding ling ling.
Make sure you put it on all notifications because I know they put it on sometimes or none at all.
Yeah.
So make sure you change that setting. Subscribe to the bell, like, share to your friends, have them hop on the train. We gotta make a little nickname for the subs.
Okay. We'll start working on that.
We'll think about it.
If you guys have suggestions, send it to us.
Yes. Put in the
Comment.
comments.
Yep.
Email us. LikeFatherLikeSonPCast@gmail.com.
Or send us a DM.
Or that too. Same thing. Instagram. LikeFatherLikeSonPCast.
Yes, sir.
Any ideas for episodes? Things you want us to cover? Things you want our opinions on? Anything? Comments, concerns, anything?
We still hopefully have
Speak
some
up.
things in the works. Hopefully not the new year. Again, Happy
Yes.
New Year.
Hopefully
we'll
the new year
get those
brings
through.
new ideas,
Yeah.
new people.
There you go. That too.
New guests.
Yes.
Basically.
That's what we're hoping.
Yep.
So yeah, I think that's a wrap. As Babu Frik would say, hey!
With that, I'm Manny.
I'm John.
That's Babu Frik.
Yes, it is.
Episode 13 is a wrap.
Peace.